making light work of them. And first thing they need to do is maybe try and hold on to possession a little bit better than they are currently. But yeah, that's, if this kind of dominance continues for Manhattan, this could be over very quickly.
Yeah, truth be told, Manhattan seems to have the wall hacks on right now because they know exactly where every single player is and they know exactly where to pass it and when to pass it. But there is a chance for Riyad Mahrez, and there is a goal for St. Peter's to get back into this game now. As it is 3-1, as we do have a little bit of a stream issue. Hopefully it does pop back up in a couple of seconds. But either way, a fantastic start to the game for Manhattan. But St. Peter's now starting to bite back, and it seems like we are going to have a little bit of an issue with the stream, so we're going to jump on back over to the two beautiful faces, or one beautiful face. I don't know about myself so much, but either way, hopefully we can get the game back to you as soon as possible. As there's been a lot of problems with Twitch recently. There's been a lot of network error things, and yeah, unfortunately the stream has dropped, but we'll try and get that one back to you as soon as possible while we sort it out. But either way, it was a fantastic start to the game by Manhattan. They looked absolutely fantastic, and unfortunately, yeah, there's been a little bit of an issue. But either way, right now, as far as we know, it is 3-1 to Manhattan College.
Yeah, we'll obviously, like I said, try and get that get the stream right back to you as quickly as you can. But that was some great football from Manhattan, some sloppy defending from St. Peter's, but they did manage, like I said, bag that goal and kind of bring it back, a little bit more balanced than the way it was originally going. So we'll see what it's like when we get back into it, and see if Manhattan are able to build on that early performance, or if St. Peter's have managed to stabilize and really bring this game back in their favor, because it did look like Manhattan were about to just run away with it there.
Yeah, I feel like they might have DC'd. The stream went down. I assume they got disconnected from the game as well. But both players in chat are saying no idea what's happened. So we're just trying to figure this one out right now and find out what happened. But either way, Manhattan looked absolutely fantastic in this one. They looked really, really good. The pass and play was just beautiful. Fast paced, great action. And really, really enjoyable to watch. And it seems like there was a DC from St. Peter's, so not sure what happened, but I'm sure we'll get it going again in a few minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly throw it to a break while we sort out what's going on and how they're going to continue. And we'll be back in a few moments' time, so stand by. We'll be back, hopefully starting back at 3-1 to Manhattan.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are finally back and ready to play. And yeah, we're at 33 minutes, 3-1. We did have to reset the game because a lot of stuff happened, but we're finally ready to get back underway with this one. We've got the Borussia Dortmund sound effects going on once again because the commentary's still on. But we're going to see who can pick up this first win, and hopefully the second game will go a lot smoother. Either way, my name is George GNC Overton, joined by Calvin Unchanged Tucker, and we are very ready to finally see who can pick up the win here, as Manhattan looked very dominant in the opening few moments of this game, and St. Peter's did well to claw themselves a goal back. So let's see if it can be a bit more interesting here. Either way, Man City is going to be played by St. Peter's, and Manhattan are going to be playing as Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, Manhattan playing the ever dominant PSG in this tournament so far, and they seem to be the dominant side in this match as they pull another goal ahead with Jorginho Wijnaldum this time finding the back of the net.
Ball played into the middle, Jorginho Wijnaldum! It brings back too many memories. Brings back so many memories. Ball played early, Divock Origi! Oh, what a night. What a night. I remember watching it. I was sitting in my room. I was debating going to the pub, but I was like, no shot we're going to be able to pull it back. I wish I went to the pub, but what a game that was. And what a game we got here. Manhattan currently 4-1 up, but Liverpool in real life proving that you can mount a comeback of that stature. You know, there is time to do so, and we'll see if St. Peter's can do it. But currently it does look like Manhattan are going to pick up the win in this first leg at least. Here comes Neymar Jr. coming in the middle, looking for that right foot shot, but I think it took a deflection. I'm not too sure. No, it went for a goal kick, and it will go at the half-time whistle. Manhattan 4-1 up currently against St. Peter's University as, well, they're running rampant here. They're looking absolutely fantastic.
That they are indeed. There was, the 3 previous goals in the game that had to get redone were very well worked, and I don't want to call it lucky, but the goal that St. Peter's managed to get back was very much against the run of play, and then Manhattan again here coming out and they get another goal to add to their tally, and they just continue to show this dominance as St. Peter's really just struggle to get any sort of possession.
Well, that's it. I wouldn't call it lucky. I'd just say it was very much against the run of play. But either way, we'll see if they can do more of the same and see if they can get back into this one. But we do have a whole another second leg coming up of this series here. So Manhattan versus St. Peter's. It's going to be interesting to see. Verratti going to look for the long shot, and it just about fizzes over the bar. Edison was definitely being tested, the Brazilian number 2, and St. Peter's testing the goalkeeper. Oh, sorry, Manhattan testing the goalkeeper once again. As St. Peter's win the ball back, and they can now look for an attack of their own. If they can find the man out wide, they might be in for a little shout on goal here. But Foden running through the middle, and Sergio Ramos has definitely got the pace to get back to him and close down that space, and he does well with it there. And Marco Verratti looking very attacking here in this game. He's already got himself a goal, and he's played the ball to Neymar, and Neymar just run round the entire defence, and he just puts it in the back of the net. Neymar Jr. just making it look like absolute child's play there, running in behind the defence, doing it all by himself. He doesn't need a team. He's just a one-man workhorse here, Neymar Jr. And it is now 5-1 to Manhattan College versus St. Peter's University, and it's looking like a bit of a stomp here.
It is indeed, and I love to see the confidence to take the shot there. He had the pull back to the player in the middle, and Mbappe was waiting in the middle of the goal there for that easy, that sweaty goal tapping. But Manhattan, he had that confidence of just
look at this! Look at this absolutely disgusting dribbling from Marco Verratti from Manhattan College. They're just looking absolutely nuts here. Honestly, I thought close control was dead and buried in this game, the left stick dribbling, but obviously not. Doing it with somebody like Verratti, I know he has a very high dribbling stat. It's probably his only stat that's actually any good, apart from his passing, but that was absolutely incredible stuff. Beautiful to watch, and we can see if Man City can get a chance here. The shot from Mahrez saved fairly easily from Gianluigi Donnarumma. Obviously taken over and taking the name from Gianluigi Buffon. Yes, he is that young, and yes, Buffon is, well, I wouldn't say he's that old. He's only, 41, 42 now, but, taking over the reins well and truly from his predecessor.
Yeah, that's one of those stories that I love. It's that, Buffon started at such a high level at such a young age, got straight into that Italian fair side and proved himself to be an amazing player and did some amazing things for them, to the point that the player that has now taken over his position and is so young that he was quite literally named after him. But another goal in this game, and it is Gabriel Jesus just taking down that goal deficit just a little bit, bringing it back to 3 goals, making it If anything, maybe just a little bit
Oh
more
my word.
manageable for the second leg. But
The Brazilians
it just
running the
looks
show here today.
yeah, it just looks like Manhattan could score at any moment if they wanted to. They
It really
create
does.
these chances so quickly.
And so easily as well. It looks like they just move it. It's literally liquid football here, and you could have seen a chance there potentially for De Bruyne, but Donnarumma will get it away. And yeah, Gianluigi Buffon, I would say the modern goalkeeper greatest of all time. There are obviously goalkeepers that were incredible. Previously the likes of Yashin, Schmeichel. There are so many, Van der Sar, but in my opinion, you've got to look at Donnarumma. Sorry, not Donnarumma. Buffon when you think of greatest of all time goalkeeper-wise. I don't think there's anybody that matches him in my eyes. The amount of World Cups he won, the amount of Italian league titles, Champions Leagues. How many Champions Leagues did he win in the end? I think it was something like 3, right?
I believe so. It's not even just like, yes, he was obviously an incredible player, but it's that longevity and consistency that he had to, like I said, come in at such a young age as a goalkeeper, which is a very difficult position and a very rare thing to do. Goalkeeper is one of those positions that tends to be a bit more of a late bloomer, and to then have such a long and like I said, an incredible career with so many accolades to his name is.
Never won the Champions League.
He didn't.
He never won.
That's what happens when you play for an Italian side. It's called.
Look,
Juventus.
I knew there was a player. that had never won. I knew there was a very, very famous player that had never won the Champions League, but I didn't know it was him. Obviously, very deserved of winning it, but he became runner-up 3 times. Very true, yeah. But greatest of all time, goalkeeper-wise, in my eyes, just he did absolutely everything. Won the World Cup, won the. He only won 1 World Cup, to be fair, with Italy. Unlucky that they won, obviously, the Euros last year, or sorry, technically this year, just gone. So yeah, a little bit unlucky, a little bit poor timing, but he won the Serie A something like 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 exactly times. So definitely an Italian legend in pretty much everybody's eyes. He had around, I think it was 700 and something caps, over 180 for Italy. So definitely one of the best of all time, and only just retiring. He still plays for Parma, but I assume he'll be retiring this season. Chance Mahrez.
I would imagine so. He's one of those players as well. Like, weird. I know so many weird facts about it, is what got him into goal. So he originally started off as an outfield player, wanted to be a striker when he was younger, and then he watched. It was the Cameroonian goalkeeper Thomas Nkono, who played for, I think it was Sporting Espanyol at the time, and obviously played for Cameroon at the international level. Just pull off some of these amazing acrobatic saves and would just throw himself in front of players, and that sparked something in Gianluigi Buffon that led him to being one of the best goalkeepers in terms of having, like I said, that longevity of a career that he did manage to have. I'm seeing some stuff in the chat. Someone just said, "How are we not rating Neuer above Buffon?" Sorry, until Neuer has the kind of that longevity and consistency that Buffon managed to have, I can't give it to a Neuer.
Look. I think that he has definitely had the same amount, if not even. I'd say he has a very similar amount of longevity to Buffon, and he probably will, to be honest. And you've got to think Neuer has won a lot more, but for me, in terms of the whole everything, Buffon's up there for me. Maybe in like 5 years' time, when Neuer retires, I'll be like, yeah, Neuer was the GOAT, and he probably will be. The amount of time he's been doing it for, the amount of awards he's won. I'm pretty sure he's won has he won the Champions League? I'm fairly certain he has. Sure. It might not have, you know. But either way,
I remember if Bayern have recently.
either way, 5-3 win for Manhattan in the first leg, going on into the second leg, and obviously they'll be very happy with it. Neuer's won the Champions League twice, the World Cup twice, the Super Cup twice, the Bundesliga I think 7 times. He's won, he's won the World Cup with Germany. He's won the Club World Cup twice, not the actual World Cup. Obviously, when he comes to the end of his career, which he is now, I'd say he's still got another 5 years in him yet before he retires. But either way, I would say probably will be named as the greatest of all time. But we digress. 5-3 win for Manhattan. St. Peter's did mount a bit of a comeback there towards the end of that game, and they will be looking to try and bounce back in the second leg and potentially grab themselves a lead of some sort. But either way, we are going to be heading on into the second game, and hopefully, we'll see a little bit of a comeback go for St. Peter's. But we are just going to sort out a few things before we get into the second game, sort out the stream and stuff like that from the players. So go grab yourselves a quick cup of coffee or a cup of tea if you're from England. And we'll be back in a couple of moments' time with the second leg. So we'll catch you in a moment.
You know what?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EGFC Season 3, Week 3. We have the second leg here for Manhattan College versus St. Peter's University. Manhattan College, keep calling me University, currently in the lead by 2 goals. And we've finally got the in-game ambience, so you can hear the beautiful sound of the Paris Saint-Germain crowd cheering when Neymar or Mbappe scores. Well, who knows? Maybe there'll be an upset here and St. Peter's can grab themselves another couple of goals because they have looked quite good. Bouncing back in the second half, and the quality of the stream miles and miles better, which is very nice to see. Neymar Jr. on the ball, twisting and turning, trying to kick past Rodri, who is currently very in form in real life, and there will be a ball in behind for Mbappe, and oh my word, look at the control from the Frenchman, who has his shout to say, I'm the best striker in the world. Haaland doesn't think so, but he is definitely playing like the best striker in the world currently in this series. Look at this. Touch, ball roll around the goalkeeper, and a beautiful finish to end it off. Edison in no man's land. Mbappe, well, he's off to a party after this game if they pick up a win, and Manhattan increasing their lead once more to 3 goals.
Yeah, that was just an outstanding bit of control there from the Manhattan player controlling Kylian Mbappe there. It was just, like I said, some exceptional control and just, one of those beautiful kind of goals as he takes it around the keeper. But St. Peter's, like I said, they managed to bring it back to just 2 goals at the end of that first match, and that does make it
more doable.
It makes it more doable. But to concede so quickly does put them on the back foot for sure. And if this is kind of performance that Manhattan are able to pull out, then they'll be very comfortable moving forward with this game.
Chance for Neymar coming in, looks to the man on the edge of the area, can't quite find him. But it is a bit worrying coming from if you was sitting in the St. Peter's fan box, you'd be a little bit disappointed, obviously conceding the goal so early on, because it definitely could be the sign of more things to come. As one goal goes in, the momentum starts to go the way of Manhattan, and we know just how good they are. But we shall see if St. Peter's can bounce back from this one once again. As even though they're picking Man City, who a lot of people would say is a bit of a handicap, they don't really have that many great players. Gabriel Jesus, not fantastic. Sterling, not too great on this FIFA. Obviously, they've got Kevin De Bruyne. But apart from that, there aren't that many superstars. You've got Mahrez, average. Bernardo Silva, quite average. But there is a chance if Mahrez cuts inside, looks at the shot, blocked by Mendes.
And obviously, like I say, to call them average, obviously this is by FIFA terms,
average in real life as well.
But no, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I can quite humbly say Man City do host, some of the best players in world football currently, and they are an exceptional team, but they are not FIFA gods. They are not dominant in any way. Exceptional players to be using on the game of FIFA. So
okay, I'll rephrase it. They're a fantastic team, but they don't have as many fantastic individuals. I feel like PSG have some fantastic individuals on their team, and the likes of Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi. But obviously, they're not the greatest team in the world. They do have some fantastic players and some of the greatest players in the world. However, how's that for you? Is that better?
Yeah,
Is that...
they have the FIFA favourites. They have those guys that you can load up the game of FIFA.
Even in real life,
they're going to be good, and in real life as well, because they can pull out these moments of excellence. But the Man City players. They have their moments.
So you're telling me that Gabriel Jesus, Sterling, and Mahrez are better than Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar?
I'm not saying I will not be quoted saying that they are better than.
You're about to get quoted. You're about to get quoted on that one.
I'm saying that they are still good players in the world of football, as they are one of they make up one of the best teams in real life football at the moment. But they are by no means the best players in the world. They have their moments. They have been inconsistent, but it's more
it's absolutely beautiful
generally from from Man City that tends to be overpowering in real life football, but they very much aren't in the world of FIFA. Bernardo Silva, Rodri, and Kevin De Bruyne are outstanding players when they play together properly, but they're not players that I would necessarily say are exceptional in FIFA. When you have the likes of like Jorginho Wijnaldum, Idrissa Gana Gueye, even just the way Marco Verratti plays
100%.
in FIFA, they are just, they're built. Like PSG is built to be a FIFA team.
Yeah.
Like someone went in, someone in the back office at Paris Saint-Germain has been playing Ultimate Team for the past few years, has looked at some of the players that were really overpowered, and has just gone, well, I'll have some of them then.
Yeah, legit. No, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It does feel like the Paris Saint-Germain chairman is going, I play FIFA, I want these guys, and I want them now. Neymar coming in the middle, and it's a beautiful little left analog switch to Mbappe, click the sticks in, switch to Mbappe, press the pass button, easy as you like, 1, 2, 3, and they are 2-0 up here. And that will be 7-3 on aggregate now, so the scoreline getting increased further and further here for Manhattan as they are looking absolutely rampant. They're turning it up here and they're making it look very, very fancy.
They are indeed, and adding another goal to that lead and showing again why PSG are such a dominant side in FIFA, especially if you know how to use them, like Manhattan are proving that they do.
It's not just the players either; it's the mechanics of the game that they're doing really, really well.
Yeah.
Clicking the analog sticks in, selecting the unmanned player, letting the AI control the player on the ball while you sort out the position in the middle. Press the pass button, does it automatically for you. Beautiful, bish bash bosh. You've got yourself a goal. Fantastic position, and Manhattan have done that perfectly. As we come in at the halftime whistle, 2-0 up, and St. Peter's have not had a single shout in this game so far.
No, they haven't. They haven't really looked like they've.
Well, they've had 2 shots, but
yeah, those 0.6 expected goals are more kind of telling to me personally that it is slightly a weaker performance for St. Peter certainly in this game, and it's just. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, this isn't this game just isn't going their way, and we can try and give them a little bit of leeway and try and blame it on the teams that they're playing. But like you said, Manhattan are just they've shown that they have good control over the mechanics of this game, and that is proving to be what ultimately is allowing them to dominate this game.
Very true indeed. Mbappe coming forward, ball roll into the fake cut inside. Mbappe, a couple of step overs, looking to break down this defence, and they're doing well for it, pulling the defenders out of position and struggling to get it back in time. But Man City will take the ball. St. Peter's do well defensively. I'd say they've been looking all right defensively. I feel like they've definitely solidified it a bit more in this game, in the second game. But yeah, definitely something they need to work on. It is very difficult when you're coming up against Manhattan because they look so incredibly good. João Cancelo will put it into the touchline for a throw-in. But yeah, I think Manhattan are definitely showing that they are one of the top teams in this competition. They look absolutely fantastic for doing it. Mbappe, in a beautiful opportunity once again, smashes it, rattles the woodwork, and now potentially a chance for St. Peter's to attack. They need to find the right pass, and they may have just done that. Sterling versus Marquinhos, but he has to cut inside. He hasn't got anybody with him, and it will go out for a throw-in, but it takes the momentum out of the attack, and that is not what St. Peter's want at all.
No, it certainly isn't. They were hoping that they could get a little bit of that build-up play going, get maybe their first serious chance of this game so far. But unfortunately, yet again, it just it breaks down, and again, Manhattan look to just start gracefully moving this ball down the other end of the pitch.
And they're doing it so well. They're playing the passes in behind and taking the touch away from the defender, which it is quite difficult to do this year. Oh, that's a red. That's a straight red. Surely. That was a disgust. And there it is, Hakimi with the red card. You cannot make tackles like that. Now the question is, can St. Peter's find a way back into this game? They're 4 goals down now. Is there a possibility for them to do so? Mahrez, look for the shot. It is a trip, but the referee doesn't call it. He doesn't go down. The referee doesn't say a word. He just says continue as you mean to go on. Ooh, but there is a red card now, so St. Peter's should, in theory, have they should look a lot better. They should look a lot stronger. A man up. They need to put the pressure on now and see if they can get a goal as fast as possible.
Yeah, a man up, but not just a man up, a defender down for Manhattan. That could prove to be quite costly, especially with how well Hakimi
Sterling,
plays
there's
in
the
this
goal.
game.
There's the first goal back for St. Peter's. They've pulled one back, and now potentially there is a chance for them to mount a full comeback here.
Just that covering speed that Hakimi has on the defensive side is going to be difficult to cover now, being a man down and having that defender down. Trying to draw the rest of that defense out is something that I think St. Peter's should try and do. They are currently 3 goals down, and there isn't exactly a huge amount of time left in this game, but they do need to be smart with their attacks, and Manhattan are going to have to be careful with how they defend and try not to get caught out of position, because they don't have as many players covering that back line right now.
Offside, unfortunately, from I think it was Mahrez in the offside position. It was a nice opportunity though, but 20 minutes to go, 3-goal deficit. Can they find their way back into this game? Ball played over the top for Angel Di Maria. Can they silence the game and truly take it out of reach from St. Peter's? No, they cannot. St. Peter's going to come forward, and as you can see, it's 4-on-4 here. They need to bring the ball forward faster, though. Going to play it straight up the field to Mahrez. Kevin De Bruyne, run through the middle. No, it's the wrong man. Mahrez looks to the pass, but being tangled up by Kimpembe, and it was the wrong pass. You could clearly see the man he wanted it to give it to, but can't quite do it. Wijnaldum plays it in behind. Angel Di Maria now looking for the pass. No, it's not even the shot. It's a pass through on goal. And Kylian Mbappe just walks it into the net. Ederson in no man's land. And that's going to be this game signed, sealed and delivered with the name of Manhattan on the address. GG to Manhattan. St. Peter's with absolutely no chance of getting back into this game now.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't look so. And, while there were some promising signs, again, it's a little, too little too late for St. Peter's, and then conceding another goal while a man down does just, as you say, confirm the win for Manhattan at this point. And, they were, for the large majority of both games, they were the dominant side, and they do seem very deserving of a victory that they are going to be able to grasp here.
Yeah, 100% deserved from Manhattan. Obviously, the red card, and St. Peter's looking like they were going to come back into the game at many points. They did have some very, very bright sparks here in this game, but unfortunately, they could not see it out. They couldn't defend tight enough. They couldn't keep Manhattan from scoring the goals, which is really what you've got to do, and they just could not do it in the end. And it does look like Manhattan are going to pick up this win 83 minutes into the game. There is a 4-goal deficit. And I think they'll be really happy with themselves here, and they'll celebrate this one thoroughly.
Yeah, they most certainly will. And that does mean that, going into today, we had 2 teams looking to play that were both currently winless. And they will be leaving this week of the tournament the same way. And St. Peter's and Niagara 0-3, and George Washington and Manhattan able to pull back to have a respectable 2-1 ratio coming out of the 3rd week of this tournament.
Very true. 8-4 currently on aggregate to Manhattan, and there could even be another one. There could be a 9th goal still in this one. Sergio Ramos looks to the pass across goal. No clue why he's so far up the field, but the goalkeeper will come out and collect it. As it's a sad day for St. Peter's, but Manhattan definitely have to be proud of themselves. They have absolutely smashed this game. They've looked absolutely incredible. The passing, absolutely everything's looked great, as the referee's surely going to blow the whistle now, and he will do indeed. So GG's to Manhattan. Unfortunate commiserations for St. Peter's University. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That is the way it goes. When you cannot defend, when you cannot keep the ball out of the net, you're going to end up losing the game. And that is how it be. But yeah, I didn't really like the Man City pick. I don't think it's a great pick on FIFA. I feel like you've got to stick to your France, PSG, Liverpool. You can even go for Bayern at the moment as well. Maybe even Dortmund if you want to be spicy. But yeah, not a massive fan of the pick. But either way, we are a little bit behind schedule, so we are going to go as fast as we can and try to get into the next game, which is going to be, if we quickly flicker on over to the schedule, Marquette versus Fairfield. It is going to be a decent game. Marquette currently 2-0. And Fairfield currently 1-0. So this is definitely the best game of the day, or should be the best game of the day, and it is coming up last. We should be starting in just a couple of moments' time. Well, we're completely over schedule. We're like 15 minutes over. So we'll say we'll be back in 5 minutes, and we'll bring you the next game. So go grab yourselves a drink and a snack, and we'll be right back.